Good morning, Dan from Rhubarb Car Sales. Welcome back to another video. Not a lot to tell you. We're having a bit of a quiet day today, really. Me and Rich. I'm having to find Rich some work to do. He's made me a coffee. He's walked my dog. We expected having some cars back today from paint shop and whatnot, and we expected having some wheels to pick up, but it just hasn't panned out. So we are on with. I'm cleaning my Volvo, because it is absolutely hanging. So I've got some wheel cleaner on there. That's what I've used. That's off Amazon. I think it's about 15 quid. Non-acidic wheel cleaner. And I've got a bucket with some wheel stuff in. Rich is doing the interior on my Mondeo. So I was just telling Rich, I used my Mondeo the other day for tip run. I had some stuff to take to tip. I've done that wall. I've got some banners up on that wall, and I've got that light working. Put another little Castrol sign up there. Castrol Wakefield motor oil. Thanks to my brother for that one. And I got these banners off eBay. I thought they were quite nice. Ford Motorsport stuff. Dad's been over and tidied all this pipe work up, so if you remember, I used to have a wire down the wall there, but that's all been tidied up, and he's put me another socket on. So yeah, oh yes, I used this for a tip run the other day, and I've just stuck with it. My Volvo's been abandoned. That stuck with Mondeo's spot in the car park. I've been tramming about in my Mondeo and enjoying it. So Rich is doing an interior clean on that for me. I'm going to do the exterior on the Volvo. And I think I'm going to go back to the Mondeo, and the Volvo might be going. We've got the front end off the Corsa. We've took the condenser out. Or Rich has took the condenser out, should I say. That's got a puncture on it down there. He thinks that's where it's leaking from. So we've got a new condenser on order. We're just waiting for that coming, and then Rich can put that back together. And I've been and paid all my bills today, so I picked up some bills. And we've got the Fiesta back. That's all been serviced and MOT now, so that is ready to go. That's serviced, MOT'd, valeted, ready to go. That's now up for sale. So yeah, we're just going to get on with some cleaning, really. I did go to auction yesterday. I got there late, so I didn't get time to get any content. But I didn't get anything anyway. So there was 3 nice cars in that I were interested in. There were a Ford EcoSport, which is like, well, it's a Fiesta underneath, but it's a jacked up Fiesta. A silver one, full service history, one owner. It was a 1.5 diesel, so it wasn't a lot of them are EcoBoost, but this one was a 1.5 diesel. Very, very clean car. And it was £3,000 cap clean. I was amazed that it had kind of come down to that sort of money. Had nice mileage on it, nice age on it, and it had been a £5,000 retail car. So I thought that was ideal. But it went, I can't remember what it did. It might have done over 4. It went way over what I were going to pay anyway. Another one they were all Fords, funnily enough. Bit of a Ford man, aren't I? And the other one was a Focus Estate, so that again was a 1.5 diesel. I think it was 4.1 cap clean, but again went for about 4.7, something like that, plus fees on top. So that was too expensive. And the other one was a Fiesta. There was a white 5-door Fiesta, which I thought were nice. Low miles, 30-odd thousand miles on it. I think it was a £7,000 retail car. But again, just went for way too much money, really. So yeah, and then the rest, there was some horrible stuff there yesterday. Really were some horrible cars there yesterday, or I thought there were anyway. There were a few I-goes in which looked okay, but one of them had a ruck of advisories on me for corrosion on the MOT test. The other one said clutch high, so the other one needed a clutch. I didn't really want to be doing clutches. So yeah, I just didn't get anything yesterday. I weren't desperate for anything. So yeah, I just left it. But I did get speaking to another trader who I'd spoke to a couple of times before, and he got me thinking about, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I need to try a different auction really. So I'm looking at either G3 at Castleford or Mannheim over at Rothwell. I'm just giving another auction a go. So that's where we're at today anyway. Just doing a bit of cleaning, get this fettled, stop it looking so sorry for itself. Just going to get the wheels cleaned first, and then I've got a citrus pre-wash loaded up in here. We'll get it all pre-washed and just give it a wash, because it needs to go in for a little bit of paint doing anyway before I get it up for sale. So it's always had this touch up on the wing, and then it comes down onto the bumper there, and then I cracked the bumper when I tried parking it at a local country park, and there was a sleeper on the grass that I couldn't see, a wooden sleeper that went under my car and ripped the bumper off pretty much as soon as I got it. So I'll get that in and then I can get it up for sale. What a difference just doing wheels makes. That's the back one that is still absolutely filthy. Yeah. And then it's the front one that's not jet washed off yet, but that's just scrubbed up and just got the grime off. How disgusting they are. It gets so mucky so easy, this car, but hopefully have it looking a bit better today. So I've just got back. We were sat twiddling his thumbs. We thought we had loads of time, and then all of a sudden GSF rang me to say that the condenser's in, and the powder coating guy texted me to say that my wheels are ready. So I quickly dashed off. I left Rich doing the Mondeo, which is done the inside. As you can see, he's on with snow foam in the outside for me now. Oh, like a new car. Look at that. Beautiful. Like new. So I've dashed off and I've got a boot full of goodies. I've just managed to get the Volvo washed. And I've now got a boot full of goodies. As you can tell, we're a little bit excited. So I'm back with the wheels. They're the coarser ones, the anthracite ones. I've just got the centres to get painted because obviously it's still got white centres, so get them painted up. And the Cougar ones sat there. And I've been and picked up the condenser as well. So Rich is going to be a busy boy tomorrow. I can leave him with these. He can get the wheels back on the Cougar, wheels back on the Corsa. He can get the condenser in, and then he can get the Cougar valeted. So plenty to do tomorrow. Right, let me get these out the boot and we'll get them inside. So there we go. I've got them sat down now. Very, very excited to get them on tomorrow. Big wheels them, are they 90? Yeah, 19s, them Cougar wheels. Excellent job. That's going to look awesome with a brand new set of powder coated wheels on. So I do like the anthracite, they're lovely, but it wouldn't have suited that colour car. It'd have all been too dark. It needs the silver to make it pop. And maybe anthracite ones for the Corsa. But how much better is that going to make that green Corsa look? That is going to make such a nice car. Well, both of them. Really, really excited to get both of them done. So that's all service and MOT'd is the Cougar. It literally just needs the wheels on now. Wheels and a valet. And then we're good to go with that. Corsa, again, shouldn't need anything. It's just been, you can see it's got new new discs and pads and stuff on there. It's just been really well maintained. He's given me receipts where he's spent money on the car. So that should just be a straight service and MOT as well. I'm hoping that doesn't take too much money to get through test. I've got a new set of plates coming for it. They should have come today. So yeah, sort of started off with nothing to do this morning, but then it's just gone really busy, and got Rich loads of work to do tomorrow. He's got them 2 sets of wheels to put on, the Cougar to valet. He could probably, he's got the condenser to get back in there. I'm at work tomorrow, unfortunately, at my proper job. So I'm not here, but Rich has got plenty to be cracking on with. And I've got something coming tomorrow, which I'm very, very excited about. But we will have a look at that tomorrow when it comes. I don't want to say too much more about it yet, but we'll have a chat about it when it comes tomorrow. Yeah, so that's today. I'm kind of signing off for today. I've got kids to go pick up now. Oh, very excited. I've got, like I said, just it's going to be good to get them 2 up for sale. The Mazda 6 estate should be coming back. I've dropped the blue Fiesta off over for just a pre-MOT check as well. So I just wanted to get it checked out before I get all that welding and paint work done on it. I didn't want to spend a load of money doing welding and paint work and then find out that it's absolutely knackered underneath. So they're doing a pre-MOT check on that just to make sure it's a good enough car to throw some money at, which I think it is. It drives well, and it's only been tested in January, so it should be okay. Right, I'm going to get the kids' seats back in and then going to go get the kids from school. I'll catch up with you guys either tomorrow. I'll probably pop in tomorrow after work. We'll have a look how far Rich has got tomorrow. So I've got some little banners up, got my Ford sign working. We've got the Cougar. Let me zoom you out. Oh, you've spotted one thing I'm going to show you already, the eagle-eyed ones of you. So we've got the Cougar back on its wheels. They've all been powder coated. 19-inch wheels. They were horrendous. We really let the car down, so I think that looks really finishes the car off. That's nice. I've just given you a clue. Again, the eagle-eyed ones of you, I know you all are, may have spotted the other thing I'm going to show you. So yeah, the Cougar's back. That's all serviced. It's MOT'd. It's ready to go. We just need Rich on to valet that now, and then I need to photograph and advertise it. I was hoping to get that done today. That was Rich's job today, to valet that, but we've just been so busy today. So the DS3 came back. Oh, and then we had the Toyota Yaris came back as well. And we've serviced that for her. And she had a rear brake light. That's another warranty claim. The rear brake light was faulty. The third light at the top. So when she was pressing the brake pedal, that light was coming on, but her brake lights were going out. So we've replaced that under warranty. That's not a problem. Yeah, the Orion's back. That's looking nice. I didn't expect to get that back today, so that's a nice surprise. And I've given it its first wash as well. I've not washed that. I've hardly had it since I bought it, to be fair. It's been in the paint shop ever since I bought it. So I've just, when I got that back, it was absolutely filthy. So that's had its first wash. Really happy to get that back in here, because it's the kind of just, even when I was parked outside washing it, people were just driving past, looking, pointing. It's just a nice talking point for customers when they come in. You've seen my Orion picture in the office, so it'd be nice when they go, oh, Orion, yeah, I love Orions, and then I can go, I've got one, and we come in and we show, have a look at the Orion. It's just a nice icebreaker. Petrol tank's still out, so me and Rich need to get the, Rich, bless him, in his time off at home, he's took the petrol tank home and he's been rubbing it all down. He's painted it in primer, and then he's going to paint it in anthracite. So we need to get the petrol tank back in. So it's not currently starting or driving. We're currently pushing it around, but it's nice to get it back. Obviously, the red strips come off, so that needs replacing. It's only a bit of tape, but the paint man's knocked that off when he's been doing whatever he's been doing. The Mazda, I've got that back today. So we've had that rear quarter painted. If you remember, it had a rather large dent in that rear quarter. So that's back. Absolutely filthy, but that is going to make a lovely, lovely car. That rear end of that Orion just looks awesome. How cool does that look? Also looks very, very tiny compared to... You look at it next to Micra. It's amazing how small it looks next to a Nissan Micra. It's just phenomenal. But yeah, other stuff, as I said, sales have been really slow. So the Micra, the 107 and the Panda, we've had no interest on them whatsoever. Nothing. All well priced, all well serviced, all good cars, but we've had nothing on them, nothing on the Fiesta. We've had nothing on sales, to be honest. Sales have been really slow, so I've nothing to tell you there. Got this Fiesta back. So this is, I've had the mechanic look at this morning because it needs welding underneath and it needs the back bumper painting. But I didn't want to chuck a load of money on it at paint and welding before I knew it was a good car. So he's had a look at it and he says, yeah, it's fine. It needs 4 new tyres. And then, like I said, we just need to get that welding and stuff done. He'd been prodding and poking at it. And as you can see, it really is rotten down there. So we'll get that all done and that'll make a nice car. So this part of the car, apart from the wheel trim, but it is a nice car, it drives really well. Me and Rich have both said the same. There's going to be very, very little profit in it, if any. Might be a break even, but we'll get on with it. Just get on with it and get it advertised. That one's up for sale now, so hopefully we get something on that this weekend because it'd be nice to get some money back in the bank. And I've agreed to buy another car. As you can see, I've got 3 Fiestas already. I've agreed to buy another Fiesta next week off a friend, which is going to be interesting. That'll make an interesting video. So bear with me next week for that one. I'll pick that up. I've told him to leave it dirty because I know you guys like it dirty and we'll do a bit of a cleaning video on it. But it's also, there's something interesting about it. So we'll look at that next week. I can't show you the Corsa, that's the other thing I was going to show you, but the Corsa's gone, so I've dropped that over for service and MOT, but we've got that back on the wheels, we've got the anthracite wheels back on, that's looking a nice car. And the big thing that I need to show you, we've got a ramp. We've gone portable, we've got a little portable ramp in, so as I said today, we've had the DS3 back. That was ace to get up on the ramp and we were able to get right underneath and steam clean it. And we've had the Yaris back. My mistake with the Yaris, it went out without being serviced. I thought it had. And then when I got my invoices from the garage, I was like, oh, where's the invoice for Yaris? And they were like, what Yaris? So I've rung her up, apologised to her. I said, look, I thought that car had been serviced. It's because I bought it with 12 months MOT. So it's gone out with the existing 12 months MOT. And my fault completely, I've missed the service. So I've rung her up, explained the situation to her. And I've said, when you bring it back for the brake light fixing, we'll service the car for you at the same time. So luckily, I booked her in purposely today, knowing the ramp was coming yesterday, and we've just got it up and running today. So already that's earning its keep. Been really valuable today. We wouldn't have been able to do that otherwise. So it just gets us up in the air. Really cool little thing, and it's all portable. Don't take any space up. We can put a car on top of it. There you go. So it just gets us metered up in the air. Gets us, Rich serviced the car today. Got the oil filter off, drained all the oil. Perfect height for doing sort of discs and pads. Perfect height for doing servicing. We can do exhausts. Rich says he'll be happy to do the clutches on the smaller cars on it. So clutch is something we can now do. And again, that girl today who came for service and she went, all right, when do I book it in for next year? So it's not something I'd kind of thought about, but we can now do servicing for people. I really bought it sort of to tinker with the Orion really and get that petrol tank back in, but already it's proving to be really, really useful. Could save us cost, could save us money by doing his own servicing, but and I don't want to pee my other garage off. Is my only concern is I don't want to take money away from my MOT tester, who doesn't rob me. He is fair on prices, so I'm going to have to keep him sweet at the same time. I don't want to do too much servicing ourselves, and I've got to be considerate. Well, Rich is doing a service, that's taking him away from doing a valet. He's only one guy, so whether that means me doing more valeting, him doing more servicing, or whether we stick to the plan and keep doing the service and MOTs with my garage. But if we get behind, or if we've got a car that, like, my MOT tester usually does me 2, maybe 3 cars a week tops, whereas Rich can service. I've asked him, I said, how many can you service in a day? He went, oh, I could do 6 a day. So if he could do 6 a day, I mean, I'm not even getting 6 cars a week in. So it will be nice to be able to prep cars faster. Turnaround time, reduces turnaround time. Like I say, I'm not too bothered about the cost implications. I'm quite happy with the cost using my MOT tester. But it is nice to be in control of time schedules and being able to turn cars around faster. So yeah, that's this week's update. Our priorities now are getting the Cougar and the Mazda up for sale. They're both serviced, MOT'd, fully prepped now. They've been to the paint shop. It's just down to me and Rich to get them serviced and to get them valeted now. Just down to me and Rich to get them valeted and up for sale now, because we need some fresh stock coming in. Like I said, these are getting a bit stale. These have been up for sale for a little while. We're not getting any interest, so we need some fresh stock. Need to get some new cars up for sale. So that's this week's roundup, I think. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Subs are getting to 1,500, I think, just over 1.5. So if you can subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It'd be awesome to get to 2,000. Have a good weekend and catch up next week. Hopefully we'll get some auction content on Tuesday and we'll have a catch up next week. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what you think about the warranty claims. Have a good weekend. See you soon.